Good evening, everyone. Good evening and welcome to the session. I hope all of you are doing well. Good evening, everyone. I hope all of you are doing well. Good evening, Govind, Akansha. Good evening. So, in the last session, we have discussed in this entire week, we have discussed about some of the environment related species, environment related topics, like we have discussed about the biosphere reserves also. We have discussed about some of the prominent species, some of the prominent animals also, birds also. And then we have discussed about some of the aquatic animals also, or amphibians as well. So we have discussed these prominent species in this week, and then we have also discussed about the current affairs of daily thing. Okay, the daily current affairs which is there. Now, in today's session also we are going to discuss some of the topics. Like first, we will have a revision question on the topics which we have discussed in the last 1 week. Then we will also have some discussion over some other aspects, like there is a first AI pact, first artificial intelligence pact at global level, which is going to be signed between some of the very developed nations. So we are going to talk about that AI pact also, and then we will discuss some of the related aspects of it. Then we will talk about the Saturn ring also. Okay, this is like from the angle of science also. In general science also, you have read about the different type of planets. In geography also, you might have read about planets. So in that context, we will talk about the Saturn ring and what is the changing scenario there. Okay. Then we will also talk about one thing from economics, and that is vertical fiscal imbalance. So this is one term which is very much in the news. It is somewhat relevant from the prelims aspect also, and somewhat from the mains aspect as well. So these are the topics which we are going to discuss in today's session. Okay, so yes, I hope all of you are ready for the questions. I hope all of you are ready. Shall we start the questions now? See, the first thing is, consider the following statement with respect to International Labour Organization. It is a tripartite organization with participation of all three wings of government. Second is saying all the members of UN are party to ILO. Third is saying India is a founder member of the ILO. So how many of the statements given above are correct? It is about International Labour Organization. Yes, so 100% incorrect? What? Which one? Okay, so I am getting answers as C option, D option also, B as well, B, C and D. Okay, anything else? Correct, but okay. Auto type is also a challenging aspect. When you type something, only one. Okay. So just see this. It is a tripartite organization with participation of all three wings of government. Can you tell me this statement is correct or incorrect? This statement is correct or incorrect? The first one. Incorrect and correct. Okay, I am getting both these things. 1 and 3 are correct. Okay, anyone else? So see, if we talk about it, it is written three wings of government. We have discussed about ILO in the last session. ILO is a tripartite agreement whereby we have not three wings of government. We have three different like stakeholders in there. One of the stakeholder is government, one of the stakeholder is employer, and another stakeholder is employee. So it is trying to ensure tripartite association of these three: the employer, the employee, and the government. Not the three wings like judiciary, executive, and legislative. No. It is about government, employer, and employee. So this first option, the first statement is absolutely incorrect. Second is saying all the members of UN are party to ILO. No. UNO has got around 196 members. This has got 187. So this second option is also incorrect. Third is saying India is a founding member of ILO. Yes. We have seen that even in government websites also will find the same thing. India is among the founder member of ILO. Okay. Yes, at that time India was under British rule, but still India is part of the Treaty of Versailles. Sorry, India is part of this ILO as a founding member. So this third option is correct. So only one will be the right answer. Okay. Moving on to the next question. Consider the following statements about Law Commission of India. It has a fixed tenure of 3 years as per the Constitution of India. Second is saying it examines existing laws in the light of directive principles of state policy. Government, business, and labor. Yes, correct. Good evening. Good evening, everyone. C option. Okay, C, both 1 and 2. Okay, so I think some people are saying B option. Ritu is saying B, Pragya is saying B. Rest other people are saying C option. Okay. So see this question. If we look at the second one, it examines existing laws in the light of directive principles of state policy. Correct. Absolutely correct. That yes, it is examining the laws with respect to the DPSPs. So this first statement is absolutely correct. No doubt in it. Second statement, the first one, it is saying that it has a fixed tenure of 3 years as per the Constitution of India. Now, last day we have discussed about it. There is no mention of the Law Commission in the Constitution of India. Law Commission is not a constitutional body. So, there is no such mention of its fixed tenure of 3 years in the Constitution of India. So, these type of questions have been given in the past by UPSC also. So, just see this. It is not as per Constitution of India. This is incorrect. So, first option is incorrect. The answer will be B, that is 2 only. Okay. So, these are like many a times, if you see the previous year question, you will find that UPSC is giving you words like this as per the Constitution of India. So, you have to be very much cautious while you are reading the statements. Okay. Coming to the next question. Consider the following statements about the International Criminal Court. First statement is, it can issue advisory opinions on legal questions referred to it by the UN General Assembly. Second is saying, it primarily focuses on prosecuting individuals for genocides or war crimes. Okay. Which of the statements given above are correct? कौन सा स्टेटमेंट नहीं समझ पाया? So I think in this question, most of the people can answer it. Yes. So, yes, it is correct. The answer will be C, both 1 and 2. Now, moving to the next one. Which of the following countries is the largest cocoa producer in the world? Ivory Coast, Brazil, Mexico, Sudan. Okay, got it? See, this is what happens in UPSC examination also, that sometimes we are like reading the statement in a hasty manner. We are just going through it. We are not looking at it. We just pass by it. So in that situation, we often do incorrect. We often tend to do incorrect marking of the answer. Okay. So this is also easy question, I think. So yes, Ivory Coast, that is the largest cocoa producer in the world. Now, coming to one question where you will have to apply the mind now. How many of the following countries are members of Shanghai Cooperation Organization? We have option Kazakhstan, Kyrgyzstan, Turkmenistan, Tajikistan. So in this question, you will have to think. Let me give you one hint. No hint. There is no hint. So give me the answer in this one. Only 2. Okay. No hint. I am not giving you any hint. All correct. So which one is? Are all these 4 members of this? So let me give you a 50-50. D option is incorrect. This option is incorrect. Now out of the 3 options, choose that which one is correct. A is also incorrect. So now it is 50-50. You have to choose between B option and C option. Yes. So it is basically Turkmenistan is not a member of this. This is incorrect. Turkmenistan is not a member. Kazakhstan is there. Then we have Kyrgyzstan also. We have Tajikistan also. We have Uzbekistan also. Apart from that, we have China. We have Russia. Then we have got 2 other countries, India and Pakistan. And then Iran. And recently, there was another country which has become part of this. So can you tell me who is the 10th member? Which country is the 10th member of Shanghai Cooperation Organization? Which country is the 10th member of Shanghai Cooperation Organization? 9th member is of course Iran. 9th member was Iran. Okay. See, here we have Kazakhstan, it is a member. Kyrgyzstan, it is also a member. Tajikistan, it is also a member. Apart from these 3, we have Uzbekistan. So these 4 countries, plus we have Russia, plus we have China. 6 countries. Then add 2 more, India and Pakistan. Both of them have become the member of SCO in 2017. Then we have last year Iran as its member. And now in this year, yes, Belarus is there. Belarus is there. So Belarus has become part of this Shanghai Cooperation Organization as the 10th member. So they have got 10 members right now. In ICC question, please explain first option. What was the first option? It can issue advisory opinions on legal question referred to it by United Nations General Assembly. It means simply like if there is any such matter, the United Nations General Assembly can refer a legal question to the International Criminal Court. The International Criminal Court can give its advisory opinion on that matter. So this is what is being written in the first statement. So that is absolutely correct. Okay. Any trick to remember these countries? Not right now, like in. Okay, let me find something. On Monday, I will give you some trick for this. Okay. On Monday, I will give you some trick for this about the SCO. Okay. Although, like, if you just remove one country, like there are two countries, Tajikistan and then you have Turkmenistan. These two countries are having name from this letter of T. So out of them, you have to remove just this one. That you have to remove this Turkmenistan. Then you get Kazakhstan, Kyrgyzstan, Tajikistan, Uzbekistan. So these four countries are there. Plus you have Russia, China. 6 countries in total. Then you can add 2 more countries which have been added at the same time, India and Pakistan. Then we have got Iran and Belarus at the end. But yes, I will give you some trick to revise them in the Monday's class. I will have to do a little bit of brainstorming and then I will give you. Okay. So now, let's come to today's topic, first AI pact. There is going to be a first artificial intelligence pact in the world at the global level. Okay. So regarding that, we are going to discuss. And in today's session, I will also give you a mains question. I will also give you a mains question in today's topic. You can try to write some answer on it. In the next class, that is on Monday, I will ask you something about these mains question also. Now, in the next week, instead of just revising the question like some of you have suggested in the previous classes, we are going to discuss some of the quotations and their interpretation in the next week. So we will have 4 or 5 quotes and I will explain to you where you can use them, how you can use them in the next session. Okay. So in the next week, for the 5 days, we will have around 25 quotes on different topic from different themes also. Okay. Clear? And I will give you something to write on that also. Okay. Now, coming to this portion, the significance of first global legally binding pact on use of AI. Now, before we go into that, let us first discuss actually that what is artificial intelligence. So can you tell me what is artificial intelligence? What is artificial intelligence? Yes, you can paste your answer in comment box also, Sami. You can write it in point-wise format. Good evening. Do we have to read the book Why Bharat Matters completely? It like some of you have asked me that apart from reading the books which are for textbook, if you have free time and if you want to read any book, yes, you can go by Why Bharat Matters. It is not relevant for your, like, it is not for your examination. It is for your perspective building. It is for your understanding. Okay. So tell me one thing, what exactly is artificial intelligence? Tell me this part, what is artificial intelligence? You all are intelligent people using artificial intelligence day by day. So tell me what exactly is artificial intelligence? Set of technologies that enable computer to perform variety of advanced functions. Okay. Anything else which you want to add? No, I want the exact meaning of artificial intelligence. I don't want the answer where you can use AI or how AI can help us. The question is direct, straightforward. What exactly is artificial intelligence? I am not asking what is the use of AI. I am asking what is AI? You might have seen that movie. There was a movie Three Idiots. So in that, like the professor was asking what is machine, and the persons were the other person was explaining like what does the machine do. So in the same manner, I'm asking what is artificial intelligence, not what is the application of it. So if you want to give me any such detailed, like any such detailed explanation of what is artificial intelligence, most welcome. Machines having human intelligence, okay, thinking beyond human, or machines with human intelligence. Okay, I will talk about act test policy, although act test policy is almost over, but we will talk about it. See, when we talk about artificial intelligence, it simply means a machine which tries to mimic the human intelligence will be termed as artificial intelligence. A machine which tries to mimic, a machine or a system which tries to mimic the human intelligence, will be simply called as AI. It is not thinking beyond human. It is not thinking beyond human or anything like that. It is just trying to mimic the human intelligence. First of all, in the initial phase, in the present phase, it is just trying to be a human. It is trying to be a human, because most of the computers, even with all their knowledge and skills, are just computers. They are not humans. Human means they can process the different type of things simultaneously. For example, right now, you are sitting in your home, or you are sitting at any place in library or any place across the country. So when you are watching this session, what you are doing, you are listening to something, you are also reading what is written on the board, you are also able to watch me. So you are doing three processing simultaneously. Reading also, you might also be writing something, you are trying to comprehend things, you are able to watch me also. So you are able to gather the data and process using multiple sources, and then trying to comprehend that, analyze that. At the same time, you are also present in a particular environment. Maybe if you are there in a very cold room where the AC is on 18 degree or 16 degree, you might be also feeling the cold. Or if there is no fan or anything, you might also be experiencing the heat and all other things. And while you are reading it, you are also experiencing it. Your mind is also aware about it. So while you are doing one work of reading and understanding these things, you are also able to do many simultaneous works. You are also able to comprehend many things going around you. Suppose some of you are reading in your home, and suppose any of your siblings or parents come and ask you something, you are able to answer them simultaneously while listening to the classes. So all these things are going on simultaneously. This is what you can think about human intelligence. Now you will find that most of the computer systems, they are not able to do this. So when we talk about AI is just trying to mimic the human intelligence which can comprehend all these things, all these modes simultaneously. Like suppose that if right now we are reading here, you might be listening to my words also in the English. Maybe someone is speaking in a different native language across or near you. You will be able to comprehend that also. If there is something written in Hindi also, you can also comprehend it. So simultaneously, you are able to comprehend multiple type of language, dialect, and all other things. So this is what is human intelligence, and AI is just trying to mimic it. AI is just trying to behave like how the human do. So that is what we call as artificial intelligence. It is based on the concept of natural language processing. It is trying to incorporate natural language processing. Natural language processing. So that is what we understand by artificial intelligence, not the arithmetic language or not the binary codes. It is trying to understand the natural language, the things which we speak, the different type of the symbol or the gesture which is there. Like if I show you three fingers, you can understand that these are three fingers. I'm telling that third option is correct. Okay. Or if I am showing you two fingers, so you will automatically understand that, okay, option 2 is correct or option B is correct. But AI system might not be able to comprehend it at all at once, or other systems might not be able to comprehend it all at once. So when we talk about AI, they are trying to become as intelligent as the humans, not beyond it. It will take some time to reach them just to the level of humans only. Okay, humans are quite intelligent beings. Okay, humans are quite intelligent beings. It will take the computers many more years to reach to the intelligence of human. Solving questions is one thing. Intelligence has other angles also. Okay, so that is what we talk about AI. Now, this AI has multiple uses around us. But with its usage, there are so many concerns also, like privacy concerns and so many other challenges. Okay. So let us see that what are the advantages and challenges of AI. What are the advantages and challenges of AI? Can you list some? Can you give me some advantages of AI and some challenges of AI? In South Korea, one robot has committed suicide. He might be having pressure. Mimic means to copy. Nakal karna. That is mimic. Okay. So if we talk about the efficiency, okay, then reducing the stress of clerical or repetitive jobs, then can help in doing forecasting, simulation, of various events or processes. Okay. So some of you might also be using it for writing the answers on the questions which I am giving to you. Do not use it. AI systems in the present times, they cannot pass the UPSC examination. So do not use them. You can use them for some idea. You can use them for some idea, but you cannot rely upon them entirely. Especially if you are writing for UPSC examination, you cannot rely upon them entirely because you need a little bit more than that. You need a little bit more than that. Okay. Okay. So that is some of the usage of it. All like when we will discuss about AI specifically, we will discuss a lot of its advantage and challenges. It will take more than 1 hour in a day. Maybe someday we will discuss the entire things about AI in the YouTube session itself. Okay. But let us discuss only something. Like there is one major thing, and that is the impact on job. The impact on jobs. We have seen the ILO report last day. We have just seen the ILO report, World Employment and Social Outlook report by the ILO. We have seen it last day. We have seen that even ILO agrees that this AI system will cause joblessness in multiple parts of the world. Okay. Second thing is, if we are talking about this AI system, there is one major risk: privacy of data. Okay. Privacy of data. Now you know that AI systems can read using multiple sources. They can also give certain results which there should be a constant upon it. Like there should be a constant upon it. Even there has been creation of deep fakes and all other things using this AI apps. AI has also been used to write fake articles. Fake articles. Fake articles have also been published, those which seems to be quite much real. These type of fake articles have been created using the AI. AI systems can also be used to influence the democratic processes, can influence democratic processes. Let me give you an example. Nowadays, many of you are using social media websites. Just for example, let us say that in any country, let us say there is US election also. There is going to be US elections by the end of this year. So in the US elections, you know that there are two candidates opposite to each other. So now, if someone is watching Instagram videos or any other videos on Twitter or YouTube or any other such platform, so what is generally happening? Suppose you have watched and you have liked a video of one particular candidate, then you will get a number of suggestions, a number of reels or shorts related to the praising of that particular candidate. If you have liked a video which is against that candidate, you will get again thousands of videos just opposite to that candidate. So AI system is also making an influence on the decision making ability of people. They are not giving the entire story. They are not even giving they are not telling both sides. They are telling just one side of the story. They are telling just one side of the story, and they are trying to make a particular type of influence over the people. Suppose if you like something, if you are liking something on Instagram or YouTube or anything, you get a lot of videos just about it, just about the same pattern. So then you get this pattern, then you get this like a number of videos on the same pattern. Your mind is influenced by it. So these social media websites powered by AI can influence the people's opinion over a particular topic. So they can also have influence upon the democratic processes. And it is in this light, that there is a requirement of regulating the AI systems across the world. Okay. AI system across the world. So let us see what is being done here. Okay. This has been called as this AI Pact. It is officially called as Council of Europe Framework Convention on Artificial Intelligence and Human Rights, Democracy and the Rule of Law. There is a very big name. It is simply called as Council of Europe Framework Convention on AI and Human Rights, Democracy and Rule of Law. So this is the name of the convention. It is also called as Councils of Europe Convention on AI in short. In short, it has been called as Council of Europe Convention on AI. Full form is Council of Europe Framework Convention on AI and Human Rights, Democracy and Rule of Law. So this AI, US, European Union and United Kingdom are going to sign it. The major developed nations of the world, European countries, United States and UK are going to sign this pact. Okay. Then it is considered as the first legally binding. It is considered as the first legally binding pact related to artificial intelligence. So what is the provisions here? What are the provisions here? What they are trying to say? Okay. They are trying to say that all those who are members of it, all those countries who are members of it, they will ensure that output of such system respect equality and privacy rights. Means the AI system, they will have to make sure that they respect equality and privacy rights. Second thing is, victims of AI related rights violation have legal recourse. If there is any person whose rights have been violated due to the artificial intelligence, they should have the right to legal recourse. They should have this ability to take some legal action against the AI systems or its developers mainly, not the AI system. You cannot imprison an AI, but you can imprison the developers or those who are employing it. Okay. So it covers the use of AI system. Okay, that we have seen, and then they will have to ensure that their AI system are consistent with obligation to protect human rights. Okay. So first equality, second was legal recourse. First was equality, second was legal recourse, third part was human rights. Human rights, equality and privacy. So that is like they have to ensure about equality and privacy. They have to ensure about the legal recourse. They have to also ensure about the human rights. Okay. Next important thing is they should not undermine the integrity, independence and effectiveness of democratic institutions. So if there is any democratic institution, it should not be threatened by the AI system. It should not be threatened by the AI system. And processes, including the principle of separation of power, respect for judicial independence, and access to justice. Means all these wings of the government, they are not to be impacted. They are not to be harmed by these AI system. They will have to make sure that they will not undermine the democratic systems or processes. Okay. Not undermine democratic system or processes. Like if there is elections, election is a democratic process. So AI systems or those who are using the AI systems, they will have to make sure that their AI system does not impact or undermine the electoral process. They doesn't undermine the independence of judiciary. They do not undermine the working of democratic institutions. Okay. So that is what regulation have been made at the international level regarding AI. Okay. Then also to ensure that measures are put in place to protect democratic process. Okay, like this democratic process we have just talked about. Okay. So this is like the first AI pact. First thing is equality and privacy. Second, legal recourse. Third, we have seen human rights are not to be undermined. Fourth, democratic process, democratic institutions, their working, their independence has not to be undermined. So that is the AI pact related to, that is the AI pact which has been developed by the European Union, US and UK. Okay. So this is the first thing. But there are some concerns about this AI pact. The first concern is this is like legally binding. This is legally binding. It has to be implemented by the governments, but there is no practice of any such punitive sanctions or penalties or fine. Even if any country is not obliging, even if any country is not obliging with the mandate of this convention, there is no such penalty or any fine for it. So it's like it is legally binding, but even if you don't do anything, they will not be taking any actions. That is one of the challenge. Second thing is compliance is primarily through monitoring. Okay, like how to ensure the compliance? Just by monitoring. And like without any such, suppose US is there. Now there is only monitoring that yes, if you don't obey the rules or if you don't obey the convention, what will be done? Nothing. We will just monitor and tell that yes, US is not obeying the rules of this convention. US is not obeying or US is not giving value to this convention. So there is no such punitive measures. There is no such impact or any such penalty on it. There is just monitoring and saying that they are not obeying. That's why it has been said that it might not bring the same desired effect as has been promised. Clear? It is legally binding, like countries have to give effect to it. Countries have to give effect to its provision, but there is no provision for penalty. Okay. I will come to your question, Akansha, in the end of the session about the motivation part. I will come to that. Okay. Now, coming to the next question, you might be able to identify this planet. Okay. This is our Saturn. This is Saturn. Okay. No, there is no such involvement of India in this pact. There is no such involvement of India in this pact. Right now, only US, UK, and European Union, they have come with this AI pact. Okay. There are not even laws for regulating the AI system. There are not even direct laws for regulating AI systems in India. So that is a missing portion, of course, that we are missing a legislation on it. We have got some policies, but a major legislation is required to regulate the AI in India, but it is missing. Yes. So it is the Shani Maharaj. Okay. So now what is the thing? Like, if we talk about Saturn, so what is happening here? Let me show you by image itself. Okay. In 2023, the rings of the Saturn was visible like this. In 2024, it is visible like this. And in 2025, it is visible like this. Now you are able to see only the edge of it. Okay. The Saturn is having a ring. Can you tell me how this planet is having a ring? What is the ring all about? What is this ring made up of, or why it is having a ring around it, around this planet? So why there is an existence of a ring like a structure around this Saturn? What is the cause? Space debris is getting collected, dust is getting collected, yes. Basically, if we talk about it, it is rocks, dust, debris, etc. Okay. So these rocks, rust, debris, etc., they have been moving along this Saturn due to its gravity. Not only the Saturn, you will find that it is there somewhat in Jupiter also, Saturn also, Uranus also, Neptune also. Okay. In the 4 outer planets, we have some ring-like structures. These ring-like structures are basically dust particles. In the Saturn, it is more visible as compared to others, but even others have these ring-like structures. Okay. So these ring-like structures are basically rock, dust, debris, etc., etc. Now, this Saturn is having an inclination of nearly about 26 degree. It is having an inclination of nearly about 26 degree. So due to this inclination and its revolution around the sun, it is appearing to us in different phases. It is appearing to us in different phases. Like, if you see that, like around every 13 to 15 years, the edge of the Saturn rings, they are aligning with the Earth. And in that very condition, means Earth is also tilted like this and Saturn is also tilted like this. So in that condition, only the edge of these rings are visible to us. The entire ring is not visible, only the edge is visible. So that's why the scientists across the world, they are seeing that the rings are not visible. So it doesn't mean that ring is gone. Ring is there, but due to that angle of inclination, we are not able to observe the ring around the Saturn. So that's why it was there in the news, that it is there, but we are not able to see it. Why not able to see it? Earth is also at this angle, this is also. So it is almost like in that parallel edge or in that parallel form, so we are not able to see it. It happens after every 13 to 15 years. Okay. It happens every 13 to 15 years that Saturn rings aligns with the alignment of Earth. Okay. Along the, like Earth is also having a tilt of near about 23 degree. Okay, 23.5 degree, that is the alignment of Earth also, inclination of Earth also. Saturn is having an inclination of nearly about 26 degree. So when Earth and Saturn's inclination are almost in the same plane, then in that situation, we are not able to see the rings of the Saturn. That is why it is not visible to us in the present phase in 2024-25. Okay. So see, like if we talk about this Saturn is right now in 2025, only this angle will be visible, only the edges will be visible. That is why it was there in the news. Can you tell me one thing? Which planet has the maximum number of moons? Dust is also dust. Like if you look at the Saturn, if you say that ice, so ice is like what? Ice is made up of this, like the gases only. The gases have condensed, they have got in the form of ice. Ice is also like a rock. How many moons are there in Jupiter? And how many there in Saturn? How many moons are there in Jupiter? Jupiter has got 95, Saturn has got 146. Okay. So yes, if we look at this, like up to with the recent updates, you will find that Saturn is having 146 moons. So it is considered, like the thing is, it keeps on changing from time to time. Like you might have read in books that Jupiter is having most of the moons, but then if there is more discovery of moons of Saturn and all, then this number change. Even for Jupiter, the number may change in the future. We cannot say that only these many are there. We are still very far away from Jupiter. So we are not able to like exactly say how many moons are there. It comes with different counting. So recently it has been said that Saturn has got 146 moon. Hence the Saturn is having the highest number of moons in our solar system. Okay. Tell me a few things more about our solar system. If we talk about our solar system, you might have heard about the Kuiper belt. You might have heard about the Kuiper belt. You might have heard about this Kuiper belt. So can you tell me where is this Kuiper belt? Where is this Kuiper belt? You might have like read about the solar system. Beyond Neptune, between Mars and Jupiter, which belt we are having? Between Mars and Jupiter, we are having the asteroid belt. Beyond Neptune, we have the Kuiper belt. And beyond most of the thing, or the outer edge of our solar system, is Oort cloud also. Okay. So many of the comets which are there, they come from the Kuiper belt. The comets which are there, they are coming from the Kuiper belt. Okay. Now, moving on to the next topic. This was a smaller topic. Come to one more thing, vertical fiscal imbalance. Okay, vertical fiscal imbalance. So this is with reference to finance commission. Now tell me one thing. I am writing one statement. You have to tell me whether it is correct or incorrect. We have discussed about finance commission in the past also. In our YouTube session itself, we have discussed about finance commission. So I am writing one thing. Finance commission has a fixed tenure of 5 years. This statement is correct or incorrect? Is this statement true or false? Finance commission has a fixed tenure of 5 years. True or false? Where are the creative minds? What will be the answer here? True or false? Okay, maximum people are going with true, a few answers with false also, okay? See, if we talk about the finance commission is generally constituted after every 5 years. Finance commission is generally constituted after every 5 years, but there is no fixed tenure of the finance commission. Finance commission has no fixed tenure. It is generally, not always, but it is generally constituted after every 5 years. That doesn't mean that it has a tenure of 5 years. So this statement here is incorrect. It is false. Okay, it is false. Finance commission is constituted after every 5 years, but it doesn't mean that its tenure is of 5 years. So when we are now talking about this topic, vertical fiscal imbalance, vertical fiscal imbalance. So what is the context here? In India, you know that we have a federal system. We have 3 tier of government. There is union, there is a state, and there is local self-government. Now you will find that if we are talking about any state in India, or if we are talking about the Indian people, they are getting most of their services. By the state government. For example, if anyone has to get education, if anyone has to get hospitals, if anyone has to get any other thing, roads or any work, they have to go to the state department. Any other work is being done by the state government. So in India, the state government is mainly responsible for providing services to the citizens. State governments are primarily or mainly responsible for providing the services to the citizens. Okay. But in India, you will find another thing. The taxes like income tax, corporation tax, even GST. Okay. Although GST has the state component also, but the integrated GST, but the IGST, okay, integrated GST, Also the central GST, CGST, okay, the central GST. These things are being collected by the center. So center is getting a major chunk of the resources. Center is getting a major chunk of the resources. Now, if you look at this, center is getting the major chunk of resources, but most of the services are to be provided by the state government. So there has to be a creation of balance. There has to be a creation of balance. And for this balance, we have got to balance the mismatch, we have the finance commission. We have the finance commission. So this finance commission is responsible for giving the formula. It is responsible for giving the formula for distribution of net proceeds, net collection of proceeds, or the net proceeds or the taxes between union and state. Okay, so it gives the formula for distribution of tax between union and states, and also among the states. So it is giving the formula that suppose if 100 rupee has been collected, if 100 rupees has been collected in total, how much will go to the states and how much will go to the union government. It is also giving the criteria that how the, like suppose if we talk about the 15th finance commission, so it says that 41% will go towards the state. 41% will go towards the state. So it is also giving the formula that this 41%, how it will be distributed among the states. This thing here is called as horizontal distribution. This here is called as horizontal distribution. It is called as horizontal distribution. And this here is called as vertical distribution. It is called as vertical distribution. This is called as vertical distribution. So we have seen first that there is a context that if we talk about our country, we have got a three-tier government. There is union, there is a state and local self-government. Forget about the local self-government for time being. We have two main levels of government, the union and a state. Now, what we see in India, that the state government is primarily responsible for giving the services to the citizens. They are the one responsible for giving most of the services to the citizens. But the tax collection, the majority of the tax collection power lies with the union government. The income tax, the corporation tax, the GST also, a significant share goes towards the government of India or the union government. Now, there is an imbalance that most of the resources are going here, most of the expenditure are at the level of a state. So in order to resolve this imbalance, we have got a constitutional body, Finance Commission. This is a constitutional body which is constituted by the President of India after every 5 years normally. So this Finance Commission is giving the formula. It is giving the formula that how these tax are to be distributed among the union and states and between the states, and also among the states, not between, amongst the state. Okay. So see how it works. How it works, like 15th Finance Commission, it has said, if the union is getting 100 rupees as tax, 41% of that will go towards the state. But see, it has been seen that the state government needs more than that. There is a vertical imbalance. They need more than what they are being provided. For example, it has been seen in 2015-16 that they should have got 47.82% during this entire period of 2051 to almost 2020. During this entire period, near about 42% was being provided. But according to various research, it should have been 47%, 48% approximately. In 2019-20 and 2021, this was the time when there was COVID era. And during COVID era, the state government has to give more services to the citizens. They have to provide more benefit to the citizens. But what we see that their proceeds or their share was not increased. They should have got 56%, but the imbalance was there. Okay. So they are not getting the share which they should have been given. That is one of the things which has been suggested. Okay. It has been suggested that at least 49% of the share should be provided to the state government. Many of the states are demanding it should be 50-50. But experts suggest that it can be up to 48-49%. That would also be a good figure. Okay. So on an average, 49% of the share of this tax should be going towards the state government, since they are primarily responsible for providing the services to the citizens. So that is one of the argument which is going on with respect to vertical fiscal imbalance. I hope it is clear. Finance Commission is also working as a suggestionary body for removal of vertical and yes. No, that distribution on the basis of populations comes under the horizontal distribution, not the vertical distribution. There is no such distribution of population between the union and the state. There is no population of union government. It is the population of a state government which is combined together to form the population of the union government. Union government is not directly dealing with the people of India. Union government is dealing with some other matters related to nation. State government deals with the public on day-to-day basis. Clear? See, vertical distribution means distribution between union and state. Horizontal distribution means there are different states, the 28 states. So how the money is distributed among these 28, that is horizontal distribution. Is that clear, Shyam? See, center is providing grant. Yes, center is providing grant, but grant money is how much? Grant money is not too much, and it is not unconditional. When there is a grant money, that is for a specific purpose. Like suppose that if we talk about even the centrally sponsored scheme or central sector scheme, let us say that Government of India has started a tap water connection scheme and it is centrally sponsored. Now in some of the state, the water issue may not be a prominent issue. They need some schemes for their own state. Maybe they will need something else. So if the government is launching central sector scheme or centrally sponsored scheme, why to launch that much scheme? Give the money to the state government, they will launch, you can monitor it. Okay. So that is like we are having a larger fiscal imbalance, vertical fiscal imbalance. Okay, economics को मजबूत कैसे करें? Economics, like read one book, what was that book? Class 11th book is there. Indian Economic Development. First try to read that. See a few things of terms and all. And then you can easily grasp these concepts. Read that Indian Economic Development book. That is required. And if there is anything related with economy, new concepts or other things, we will discuss here in the current affairs. Okay. So now I have a question for you. This is the mains question. Do you think that artificial intelligence can become a tool for inclusive development in India? Justify your answer with suitable arguments. Read the question very properly. Read the questions very much properly. The question is, do you think that artificial intelligence can become a tool for inclusive development in India? Justify your answer with suitable arguments. Okay. So read it once. Okay. And there was one question from, I think, one of you in the beginning. How to stay motivated? When you are having this question, how to stay motivated, just remember one thing. Why did you just have this question with you? Why did you start this preparation? If you are feeling that doubt, if you are feeling demotivated, just remember one thing. Why have you started this preparation? You could have done something else. You could have a very enjoyable life also. You could have joined any company, you could have joined any MBA colleges, you could have joined any such job. Okay. You could have enjoyed making reels, you could have enjoyed making so many things. But then you have decided to sit and read the Hindu and Indian Express. These newspapers are not even giving very interesting stories. They are giving pure fact. They are giving pure analysis of the complex topics. The topics which many of your friends in the schools or college will not even think about. They will not think about what is vertical fiscal imbalance. They will not think about how the AI related regulations are necessary. Most of the things which they will do is they can make use of the AI system, they can make some video using the AI system, but they will never think about what was the need of regulation of AI. So you have decided to come in this field. If you feel demotivated ever, just think once again why you have started this preparation, find the answer to this, and you will never feel demotivated again. Okay. So thank you so much. Hindi classes are also available, Vipul, but on that second channel. Okay. Okay, Himanshu, like we are covering those news which are important, but I will try to have that fortnightly news or anything like that. Let's see how it can be done. Okay. We also have this like Adhyan batch also, where we are discussing this weekly or monthly current affairs also. Okay. So thank you so much. All the best, and let's meet on Monday. We will discuss some of the current affairs, and I will also give you some codes, and on the basis of that you can write some answers as well, or some essay like things as well. Thank you so much. All the best. Take care.